Romanians around the world are protesting the planned opening of a mine in that country. It's located in Rosia, Montana. The area has been mined since Roman times for gold and silver. Mining stopped there in 2006, just before Romania joined the European Union. Now, Canadian-based Gabriel Resources wants to open a new mine there. It's been planning the project for 14 years. And there's a Yukon connection to the story. Like a lot of companies, it has registered itself here in the territory for what it says are administrative reasons. Lihel Borsos is among the protesters in Canada fighting against the project, and he's on the line. Hello there.
Hello. Hi.
So, the company we're talking about here, Gabriel Resources, what do they plan to do?
Basically, what they're after is expanding on an already existing mine, which used to be mined in galleries, and turning it into an open-pit mine, which would be the largest open-pit gold mine in Europe.
So what is it in particular about this plan that you object to?
There are several issues that we take up with this project. First of all, the sheer size of it. It would imply the use of cyanide on an unseen scale, basically ending up behind a dam that's proposed to be about 200 meters in height, and that would have to hold back a vast amount of cyanide-contaminated water. Unfortunately, Romania has already seen the negative effects of dams breaking and cyanide spilling into rivers, traveling down all the way the Danube to the Black Sea. This is the case witnessed by Baia Mare about 10 years ago. Beyond that fact, the old mine, which has been mined since Roman times, is also of great cultural value to the country as a whole, but to the specific area that we're talking about, and it has been designated as a potential World Heritage Site, and the Ministry of Culture, in conjunction with the proposed mining project, actually deferred to propose to sign off on that proposal, just in order to allow for the mining project to go ahead. And beyond that fact, there's a fairly sizable part of the population, the local population, which would be dislocated from their homes. Cemeteries, houses, churches would be torn down because the mining project involves raising 4 mountains in order for a crater to be created. Well, it would end up being a crater roughly the size of 8 kilometers in width and 400 meters in length. And that is obviously not something that you want to do in an area that is otherwise well inhabited. It's not outside of the general living areas. Romania is not a big country. Basically, you're not talking about northern Canada style inhabitation. The area is dotted with little villages, and there's no way that would go down well with tourism or any other activity that can go on in that area.
So how widespread is the opposition to this?
Opposition is unprecedented. We have had protests popping up, basically being organized on a local level ever since the government put forward this legislation proposal. We've had upwards of 25,000 people on one occasion in Bucharest on that same night, which was, I think, the third Sunday. Protests, you'll have to remember, are held every Sunday and on other occasions as well, but they have been held regularly every Sunday since this proposal has been put forward on August 27th. So the largest one was, as I said, just above 25,000 according to some estimates, maybe closer to 30,000 according to others, in Bucharest, and a few thousand people are protesting every day in other cities across the country. The closest major city is Cluj-Napoca, which would sort of be, or could be considered the capital of Transylvania. They see protests averaging around 10,000 people each and every Sunday. And beyond that, 60, 70 cities across the world, including Toronto, New York, Montreal for that matter, and all European capitals have seen larger protests being held, again, with a great regularity, every Sunday around 5 p.m.
Now, this is a Canadian company registered, in fact, here in the Yukon. What responsibility do you think Canadians and our government have in regards to this?
The responsibility of Canadians, let's say, would be fairly limited. What I do want to stress is that the government itself has taken some steps in our name, in all of our names, to promote this company. There are some access to information documents that we have been able to look at, and they state the fact that the Canadian government, going back to 2006, has been supporting this project in Romania and in other venues, with the ambassador going in for commission hearings, lobbying various levels of government, including down to the county level, which actually supports this decision. So the county of Alba has a strong support for this, emanating from the county leadership and the deputies and senators coming from that region. So we have had confirmed contacts made by the Canadian ambassadors throughout the years, ever since this project initially started back in 94, 95, supporting this mega mine.
So how can people find out more about this? I mean, should we direct them to a website or something?
Absolutely. There's a website that sort of tries to gather all the protest movements and all the information that we were able to put up in English. It is RosiaMontana, in one word, .org, rosiamontana.org. And for Canadians, what we have done is a Facebook page, Canada Save Rosia, on facebook.com. If you type that into the search function of Facebook, you will definitely come across it. There's also Twitter, putting in the hashtag Rosia Montana or Save Rosia will also yield results, or Google for that matter.
Thanks very much for your time today. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it as well, and thank you for your interest in the matter.
Lehel Borsos is a Romanian expat. We reached him in Toronto. The company not available for an interview today, Gabriel Resources. We'll try to talk to them as well. Coming up in the next